Good evening. My name is Quinn Keep, and it has been my honor to serve as Student Council President this past year.
And I'm Kylie Sayers, Student Council Vice President. It is with great excitement that we welcome you all to Metro Christian Academy's 40th commencement this evening.
We have prayed that this day would arrive quickly, counting down the years, months, weeks, days, hours, and minutes until we would be sitting in these very seats. But now that we are here, I am met with a bittersweet feeling because it means leaving friends who have inspired me, teachers who have mentored me, and a school that has watched me grow up.
If you look at the class of 2023, I have no doubt that you will find 77 people with every capability to change the world. It has been the greatest honor to call you all my classmates, personal tutors, teammates, ski club, peers, and best friends.
Thank you. To the Metro staff members who have poured into us and committed yourselves to our education and well-being. To our parents and families, thank you for your unwavering love and support. We truly would not be here without you. Most of all, we praise the Lord and thank Him for His steadfast faithfulness in all of our lives. Congratulations to the class of 2023. We made it.
Now please welcome Haven Brown to the stage to say the invocation.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Haven Brown, and I've had the amazing opportunity to serve as the Student Council Chaplain this past year. Thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate the class of 2023. Please bow your heads and pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, tonight we come before you with hearts of thankfulness and joy. We praise you for your goodness and providence that has carried us throughout our years at Metro Christian Academy. Thank you for anointing us with a community that puts you at the front of everything we do and encourages us to carry our faith beyond the walls of Metro. Thank you for providing peers to challenge us and encourage growth in every aspect of our lives. Thank you for the intentionality of the Metro staff that cares deeply about each and every student and points us back to you. And thank you for the families that continue to pour into us daily and show us the importance of having a foundational relationship with you. I pray that wherever our future may take us, we bring you alongside and shine the light of Christ onto everyone we encounter. Most of all, thank you for the mediator that is your Son. I pray that through him we find confidence in your word and become bold in our faith. Each new beginning we are about to encounter is in your hands. Amen. And now, please welcome Girl Scouts Christiana Weed and Lauren Jonas, along with Will Meister, to the stage to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Will be leading the pledge in remembrance of his father, First Sergeant Toby Meister, who served 13 years in the United States Army. He died December 28, 2005, while serving in Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom. After the pledge, band member Christiana will be leading us in the national anthem.
Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for all me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you, Ireland. What a wonderful world indeed. What a wonderful occasion as well. Congratulations, class of 2023, faculty, families, and friends. There are a few groups that we want to acknowledge in particular this evening. The first of all is our TCEC School Board. If you have served on the TCEC School Board in the past or you are serving presently, would you stand please at this time? We'd like to acknowledge your service in our pursuit of excellence through Christ. The class of 2023 has 4 students whose parents are graduates of Metro Christian Academy. If please, the legacy student named will stand when I name their name, and then their family could stand at that time as well. 4 legacy students, children of Metro alums. First, Rowan Carter, Christy Wolfenberger Carter, Rowan's mother, class of 1986. Sam Cupp, Christy Wilcox Cupp, Sam's mother, class of 1988. Damon Doremus, Gabe's dad, class of 1991. And fourthly, Clay Green, Josie's dad, class of 1992. Additionally, there are 27 so-called lifers at Metro Christian Academy in this particular graduating class, students who have attended Metro from kindergarten through 12th grade, some even in pre-K as well. Would all the lifers, all 27 of them, and their parents, please stand. Thank you for your continued investment. By God's blessing, we have more alumni employed at Metro Christian Academy than in any time in our 40-year history. We also have more alumni who are sending their children to Metro at this time than any of our 39 years previously as well. Finally, we would like to acknowledge any and all Metro Christian Academy alums who are present with us this evening. Would you stand together, please, at this time? Metro has a long-standing tradition going back to its very first graduating class of 1984 of honoring the top boy and top girl out of every graduating class. Each senior class is evaluated by Metro faculty on their commitment to Christ, their dedication in the classroom, their involvement in extracurricular activity, and their positive representation of our school and our Lord in both word and deed. The boy and the girl chosen will each receive an engraved Bible, their picture hung on the wall in an office for a year, and $1,500 deposited into the respective university's bursar account to be used for their college expenses. We are blessed this year to announce that half of the aforementioned scholarship has been generously funded by the Belinda Aldridge Memorial Scholarship. Mrs. Belinda Aldridge, who preceded us to heaven about a year and a half ago, was mother of 2022 Girl of the Year, Paige Aldridge. Belinda was an amazing Metro mom and volunteer. She was passionate about the school and about our Lord, and she loved doing everything that she could to help us in any way. Her family has stated in funding this scholarship that this is some small way that Belinda can be remembered and honored. So thank you to Mr. Tim Aldridge and his family, the entire Aldridge family, and congratulations in advance to this year's 2023 Metro Boy and Girl of the Year. We acknowledge these two at our baccalaureate at worship service for the seniors and their parents. On Sunday, we presented their Bible and so forth. At that time, they came to the stage. At this time, we'll have this particular boy and girl stand where they are and their parents for applause as well. This year's Girl of the Year is an MCA lifer, having attended Metro for 14 years. She has served as class president, environmental club chaplain, NHS chaplain, been a varsity boys basketball manager, is a member of the National Art Honor Society, Women's Health and Wellness Club, and has performed in the spring musical every year. She also has been a member of the MCA leadership class for 3 years. During the summers, she serves as a counselor at Shepherd's Fold Ranch. She plans to attend Oral Roberts University to pursue a degree in elementary education. The class of 2023 Girl of the Year, Miss Chloe Dilly. This year's Boy of the Year has attended Metro for 4 years. During his time at Metro, he has participated in NHS, praise and worship team, soccer, basketball, track, and has been captain of the varsity football team. This year, he participated in the Interface Plus program in its inaugural year. He has been on multiple mission trips to Kenya and has led community worship nights. He also plans to attend Oral Roberts University, where he intends to run track and major in biology in order to pursue a career in the medical field. The class of 2023 Boy of the Year, Mr. Breck Nauman. Well, I almost stepped on him, and if I had, I likely would have squished him. It was a close call and a unique experience. What made the experience so unique is I had jogged that running trail 100 times before and had never even seen a turtle. This time, the turtle was right there, right in front of me, a step away, right in the center of the path. What also made it a unique experience is just 12 hours earlier, on Saturday evening, our 6-year-old daughter and I had gone out for a daddy-daughter date, and of course, where would you go if you live in South Tulsa but to Adam's Pet Shop? She wanted to check out all the animals. What she was most intrigued by that evening, a year and a half ago, as a first grade girl, was the testudos, which is the Latin word for tortoise and turtles. And 6th grade girl starts to work over her dad and talking about, hey, we need to get a pet turtle. And so being the godly guy I am, I say, what's the answer? Well, let's pray about it, right? And so we prayed about it, and 12 hours later, there's this turtle right in the path. So of course, the obligatory father picks up the turtle and takes it home. Then the adventure began. What we found out was there were some life lessons to be learned from the turtle that she named George Washington. So tonight, there are a couple of life lessons from George Washington the turtle and a couple of words of wisdom from George Washington the general. First of all, the general. He put it like this: every post is honorable in which a man or woman would serve. Every one of you has served well, faithfully doing your vocation as a student. The word vocation is an old-fashioned term which comes from the Latin term vocare, which really means voice. And it's not some inner voice that Disney would say comes bubbling up from within. It's an external voice. It's God's voice. His call upon your life. You have served that call faithfully and well. You've also served the call faithfully and well in terms of your interfaith experience. I don't know if you realize how unusual this experience is for high school seniors to be able to extern in that way. In particular, the Interfaith Plus folks, but everyone as well. Hopefully that and other experiences here at Metro have started to confirm your understanding of what God's voice is to you. What are you to do? We're going to take a look at the word testudo briefly tonight, because that's the turtle, that's the tortoise, that's learning from George Washington, and we're going to take it from the back. And the first thing we need to do is do. It's not the dreams we dream, and there are lots of dreams represented here. It's not so much the dreams we dream, it's the choices we make. May you dream big, but may you do even bigger. May you dream well, but may you do good and great and godly things. As George Washington would say, every post is honorable as you do your work to serve God and others. Do you. It could be a question, it could be a statement, it could be kind of a little sing-songy little silly thing as well. But let's take it in this sense. For you to do you is what God has shaped you and only you to do. Aristotle observed it this way. He said, hey, we are what we repeatedly do. Think about that. You and I are what we repeatedly do. He goes on to say, therefore, excellence is not an act, but a habit. You guys have habituated excellence in academics, in athletics, in arts, in all kinds of activities. You've habituated excellence. George Washington put it like this. In terms of the habit of discipline, he said that habit, the habit of discipline, is the soul of an individual, the soul of a nation, the soul of an army. Through this habit of discipline, it makes small numbers formidable. It procures success to the weak, and it gives honor to all. May we hear and heed those words for you to continue to habituate excellence through the discipline of doing life the way God has shaped it to be lived. And then thirdly, and finally, as we take a look at this word testudo from the back to the front, do you test? You've passed all the tests, you've passed all the quizzes, you've passed all the papers and exams necessary for you to be in this moment at this time. And now comes the biggest and best and most important test of all. It's the test of life. You guys have been prepared spiritually, physically, academically, relationally. You have habituated this discipline of excellence. And now we're reminded by the Apostle Paul to ask this question. Test yourselves to make sure that you're solid in the faith. Don't drift. Don't drift along. Don't take things for granted. Give yourself regular checkups and then do something about it. George Washington, the general, would have put it like this. He says, "Patriots." He was speaking to those who founded our country, and I think his voice harkens to us today. He says, "Patriots, hear and heed. Let us encourage each other and show the entire world that anyone contending for freedom on his own ground is superior to any slavish enemy on earth." We read in the book of Peter that we have an enemy on earth. Remember Curvin, as I was stumbling through that particular trail and almost stepped on George Washington the turtle and would have squished him? We turned out to be benevolent giants in his life and took good care of George. There is a giant who roams like a lion, L-I-O-N, or he does a lot of lion, L-I-Y-N, apostrophe, and he is wanting to what? He wants to devour. He wants to destroy. He wants to break in and steal. It has giants in the land. There are enemies that you're about to face, not your freshman roommate, not your philosophy professor. These enemies are principalities and powers of this present age. There are things like the politicization, the polarization, and the polemicization of society, a society that you've grown up in high school. And we, as adults, apologize for some of that we've passed on to you. How we've handled kind of things over the last few years. Boy, we as adults could have done better. Now, you have an opportunity to lead, to forge a new trail, as it were, to blaze that path and do what both Georges, are encouraging us to do. And then the Peter sums it up in a passage that we showed you back freshman year of high school. That was a year that we started to do a school theme again together. And it was in 2 Peter 1, 3 through 9. And this is how we testudo. This is how we stay the course. If we can go to that shield one, I'm not sure if you guys have seen that one yet, but this is what a testudo looks like. For centuries, generals like George, and long before him, would have said, hey, do the formation of a turtle, of a tortoise, of a testudo. And this is what it is. There are two keys to make this work. Looking at the picture, you see one of them is that we each have our shield. In Ephesians 6, the shield is what? It's faith. It's knowing who God is. And then number two, not only staying in the armor, in the shield of faith, but staying with the army. Look at the togetherness. Any gap in there, they're no longer protected. The individual or the whole. Who is the army that we need to have you guys stay with? You need to stick with your family. You need to stick with friends, especially the good ones. What's a good friend? The good friend is the one who helps you to think good, to be good, and to do good. Being in the armor, staying with the army of family, friends, and faith. Peter summarizes it like this. He says, the best is yet to come. 2 Peter 1, 3 through 9. This was the verse that we gave you guys freshman year in high school, but I think we really were giving it to you for freshman year in college. It goes something like this. His divine power has already given you everything you need for life and for godliness through your knowledge of Him who's called us according to His own glory and goodness. Through these, He has given us His great and precious promises so that through them, we can have two things. Number one, we can participate in the divine nature. And number two, we can escape the corruption caused by evil desires. In light of this, in light of Him already giving us everything we need for life and godliness, in light of this, may you, as you go from here, add to your faith goodness, and to goodness, knowledge. And to knowledge, self-control, and to self-control, perseverance, and to perseverance, godliness, and to godliness, brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness, love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Peter's promise to you, God's promise to you, is that if you have, when you have these qualities in increasing measure, they will keep you. They will keep you from being ineffective or unproductive in college and career and beyond. So, congratulations, class of 2023, testudo. The best is yet to come. He has already given you everything you need for life and godliness. Testudo.
Thank you, Dr. Carrivan. Hello, I am Chloe Dilly, Senior Class President.
And I am Madeline Ng, the Senior Class Vice President. It's been an honor for us to serve in these roles this year.
We are so proud of our classmates. They have worked hard and accomplished so much in our time here at Metro. Now we will share the highlights of our class's accomplishments. Among these 77 students, you will find 1 National Merit Commended Scholar, 1 Hispanic Scholar, 1 Indigenous Scholar, 16 Oklahoma Academic Scholars, 40 National Honor Society members, which is 52% of the class, students who pursue their higher education endeavors at 29 colleges and universities spanning 12 different states, which include Arkansas, California, Colorado, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas. In addition to these states, we have 1 senior who will be attending college in Newcastle, England.
Graduates from Metro Christian Academy's class of 2023 have been accepted and plan to attend the following schools: Central College, Colorado School of Mines, Hope College, John Brown University, Kansas Wesleyan University, Loyola Chicago, Missouri University of Science and Technology, Northeastern State University, Northern Oklahoma College, Northumbria University, UK, Oklahoma Baptist University, Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Wesleyan University, Oral Roberts University, Sewanee University of the South, Texas A&M University, Texas Christian University, Tulsa Community College, Tulsa Technology Center, Tulsa Welding School, University of Arkansas, University of California, Irvine, University of Central Oklahoma, University of Kansas, University of Mississippi, University of Missouri, Kansas City, University of Oklahoma, University of St. Mary, and University of Tulsa.
As of today, I am happy to announce that Metro Christian Academy's class of 2023 has earned a total of $9,025,793 in scholarship offers. They have accepted a total of $3,007,571 in scholarship, tuition waivers, and grants.
In fine arts, there were 3 Scholastic Art Award winners, 7 Oklahoma Scholastic Art Honorable Mentions, 4 Oklahoma Camera Club winners, 2 Sutton Nature Works Awards. In band, we had 1 student make the Oklahoma Small Schools Band Directors Association Jazz Band. 1 student made the Oklahoma Bandmasters Association Jazz Band. 1 student made the Oklahoma Small Schools Band Directors Association Concert Band. Jazz Band placed first and was the overall sweepstakes winner at the 2023 Edison Jazz Festival. Jazz Band placed first and was the overall sweepstakes winner at the 2023 Oologah Jazz Contest, scoring the highest among the 18 other bands in Class 2A through 5A. Jazz Band placed second at the OSSAA 3A State Jazz Contest.
Our athletic honors include an all-state athletic trainer. The boys' baseball team was named by-district winners, and 1 senior was named all-conference. The boys' basketball team were state championship runner-ups. In addition, they had 1 senior who was named OCA All-State and another that was named All-Conference. In girls' basketball, the senior class had 1 first-team All-Conference player. We have 2 seniors who have signed to run cross-country and track at the collegiate level. In football, there were 4 players were named 3A All-District Player of the Year for their respective positions. 6 players were named 3A All-District First Team. 1 player was named 3A All-District Honorable Mention. 1 player was named 3A District Offensive MVP, and 1 player was named 3A Overall MVP. 1 player was named to the Tulsa World All-Area Top 10 list, and the same player was named to the first team of the Prep Red Zone All-State team. We had 1 OCA All-State player. 3 were named OCA All-State team by class. 1 was named Tulsa World All-State. 5 were named Honorable Mention to the Tulsa World All-State team. The team qualified as 3A District Champions, Bi-District Champs, Area Champs, Regional Champs, and 3A State Championship runner-up. 5 of our graduates will plan to play collegiate level.
In girls golf, we were named regional champions. The Palm squad earned a state championship. 1 senior assigned a dance on the collegiate level. In boys soccer, there were 2 seniors named as all-state players. 2 seniors have signed to play soccer at the collegiate level. The girls soccer team has 3 all-state players and 4 all-state honorable mentions. 3 seniors were additionally named all-district. 2 seniors have signed to play soccer at the collegiate level.
In girls tennis, one of our seniors was state runner-up and was signed to play tennis at the collegiate level. We are not only great in competition, we are recognized for our academic performance as well. Cheer, boys golf, boys basketball earned the Academic Achievement Award. The baseball, girls soccer, and girls basketball teams were awarded the Distinguished Academic Achievement Award with the team GPA of 3.5 or higher. Boys cross country was named State Academic Champions. Abby Toll was named Metro's Female Athlete of the Year. Mario Darrington was named Metro's Male Athlete of the Year. Congratulations to our friends and classmates on all the amazing things you have accomplished.
Now please welcome Ms. Carter as she will highlight the class of 2023 service hours accomplishments.
Every Metro student is required to complete 100 service hours in order to graduate. I'm happy to share that this year's senior class has completed over 16,000 hours of service. Metro recognizes those students who have gone the extra mile and earned over 300 service hours. Those 21 students are wearing a silver cord today, and if you have completed the extra mile, will you please stand so we can recognize your service? Every year, the student who records the most service hours is awarded the Wanda Hartman Award for Service. Dr. Hartman is a former Metro Christian Academy headmaster who had a heart for service. The student who earned the award this year has worked hard and has a heart of gold like Dr. Hartman. Throughout high school, this student volunteered on the Metro campus and in our community in several different ways. This student worked at Metro camps, events, and served as one of our high school trainers. She has served in our community at organizations like John 3:16, Youth Services of Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Food Bank, and Volunteer Tulsa Incorporated. She has counseled at New Life Ranch and volunteered at her church, Kirk Crossing. She has documented over 1,100 service hours. This student will receive a $250 gift deposited into her University Bursar account to be used for college expenses. I am beyond proud and honored to present this year's Wanda Hartman Award to Miss Maggie Warwick. Maggie, will you come to the stage, please? And now, Mr. Davis will recognize our salutatorian and our valedictorian.
Thank you, Mrs. Carter. This year, Metro is honored to have two outstanding students who rose above their classmates and achieved the highest grade point average throughout their 4 years of high school. It is my pleasure to announce the class of 2023 salutatorian is Rihanna Simone. Rihanna is the daughter of Dan and Michelle Simone and has attended Metro since 6th grade. She has participated in many activities throughout her 7 years at Metro, including soccer, volleyball, FCA, NHS, and served as class chaplain in 9th through 11th grade. This year, she serves as co-captain of the Metro Christian Academy girls soccer team. Outside of school, Rihanna is a member of the National Charity League and was an American Heart Association Sweetheart, and this year serves as the fundraising co-chair of the Go Red for Women initiative. Rihanna and her family attend St. Bernard's Church. In the fall, Rihanna will attend Texas Christian University and plans to major in nursing with the hopes of becoming a nurse anesthetist. It is now my honor to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2023, Rihanna Simone.
Another runner-up medal for the stack. Okay. Okay. Good evening. As mentioned, my name is Rihanna Simone, and today I stand before you as the class of 2023 salutatorian. I cannot be more honored and appreciative of this opportunity, and there's nobody else I'd rather be second place to than my good friend and competitor, Gabby Packard. Mr. and Mrs. Packard, you have raised an incredible daughter, and there's nobody more deserving than her. I cannot wait to see all she will accomplish over our next 4 years together. I told myself that I wasn't going to take the time thanking everyone because there's simply too much appreciation to offer and not enough time permitted. But there are 3 people that God has blessed me with that are necessary to mention. Mom, you have always been in my corner. Thank you for always showing me what it looks like to be kind and loving. The best parts of myself come from you, and I'm forever indebted to you for the person I am today. Dad, you have shown me that my best friend lives in the same household. Thank you for always supporting my endeavors and being my biggest cheerleader. The world has never known a greater father than you. Owen, thank you for keeping me humble. You have been a consistent reminder that even though I'm the older sibling, you are still stronger. Thank you for teaching me to embrace the chaos and always being able to put a smile on my face. To my fellow graduates, we made it. On May 18th, 2023, at 8:23 p.m., the time has finally come for us to turn our tassels. 4 years of high school, 3 years of middle school, 6 of elementary, 13 total. Since 2009, when we started kindergarten, we have all lived with 2023 engraved into our minds. All the anticipation of this day, once decades away, now minutes, as we sit shoulder to shoulder with the people we have grown up alongside, about to part ways. But now I ask, how do we say goodbye to the place and the people that have watched us grow into the people that we are? At some point in time, we changed. High-fiving the high schoolers while walking to PE was the most exciting part of our days. Knocking on faculty doors was our biggest stressor, and avoiding tardies was at the top of our priority list. We're leaving behind many things we have grown accustomed to. The familiar halls, alcove, classrooms, and the safety of Miss Carter's office. All these special places where we spent hours growing comfortable with are now the places the underclassmen will seek their refuge. The fountain of youth and sign-in sheet will no doubt prevail, but only with others to carry on their legacies. As said, Metro is undeniably a special place, and as we embark on this new journey, I can honestly say that I will never find a community quite like this one. I will forever look for future classmates to be as strong as Madeline Ng, as good-hearted as Jackson Hester, as generous as Haven Brown, as humble as Sydney Maddox, and there are so many more traits that all of you exemplify that I will continue to seek next year. I thank the Lord that He has placed the 77 of us on the same schedule. Together, we have transitioned from 11:35 middle school lunch to 12:30 with the big kids,
switched from 7:15 off-season to 2:15 Bearden, and no matter what grade we were in, we were all guilty of counting down the minutes until the 1:55 bell would ring, dismissing us from a long day in and out of classrooms. Now, this marks the time that we will all be on the same schedule as each other. And as we spend these last moments together, none of us are counting down the time. Instead, we're holding on to those same minutes that used to drag on in the classroom as they fly away from us now. As we all get pulled our separate ways, embracing our own lunch and workout schedule, our connections will wear thin, many of our contacts will be left in a forgotten Powder Puff group chat, and we will say to each other, "Remember when," more than greet each other. But the memories and experiences we have shared are stronger than the distances that are bound to physically separate us. It's a shame that we can't live in the past, but it's wonderful to know that the past lives in us. Painting our parking spots, senior sunrises, prom, float and ski trip, all events we have waited our whole adolescence for, now existing as a part of that past. Nobody else, other than the 77 of us, will share that past, and as a result, we're the only ones that truly will ever understand what sacrificing during middle school recess means, the monumental Last Supper we shared sophomore year, this one speaks for itself, Pank Bank, and the thrill, but if you're like me, despair, that came with Senior Assassin. No time, distance, or person could ever take these memories away from us, because no matter where we end up, we all started the same. And growing apart doesn't change the fact that for a long time, we grew side by side, here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, together. But while our time was memorable, this senior year has been full of lasts. Our last Metro Chapel, last time getting dress coded, last time playing your sport, last day of school, and the last time calling your friends classmates. Now that it's inevitable that our paths will take us to different places, I'll echo my previous question. How do you say goodbye? The answer is, you don't. As Madeline Stone frequently reminds me, we are all mosaics of the people we love. Each of you have left impressions on me that there is no purpose in saying goodbye, as I see you all every time I see the goodness in this world. So instead of farewell, we will embrace one another with the promise to see you again as we wish each other the best of luck. I hope the ground remembers our footsteps. I hope the four walls of a classroom will echo our voices. I hope the cafeteria remembers our fingerprints. And I hope the school never forgets that now we are the big kids high-fiving the elementary students. We are the ones sitting behind those same faculty doors we once feared, and we walk extra slow to class with the intent of being tardy. Because 13 years later, on May 18th, 2023 at 8:30 p.m., we made it, and we did it together. Class of 2023, congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Rihanna. The valedictorian for the class of 2023 is Gabby Packard. Gabby, please make your way to the stage. Gabby is the daughter of Jason and Belinda Packard and is a Metro lifer, having attended Metro since P3. During her 15 years at Metro, she has participated in swimming, track, athletic training, jazz band, Spanish club, National Honor Society, and leadership class. This year, Gabby serves as president of Spanish Club and is on the Student Council Service Committee. Outside of school, she regularly volunteers with Folds of Honor and serves on the Youth Advisory Board at the Little Lighthouse. Gabby and her family are members of Battle Creek Midtown, where she serves on the student leadership team. In the fall, Gabby will attend Texas Christian University and plans to major in neuroscience with a double minor in psychology and business, with hopes of pursuing a career in the medical field. It's my honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2023, Gabby Packard.
Okay. Good evening. I stand before you today in a state of gratitude. This accomplishment could not have been possible without the select group of teachers, mentors, administrators, and friends. Words cannot begin to describe the impact you all have had on me. Rihanna Simone. It is crazy to think that our friendship began with a simple seating chart just sophomore year. Over the 3 years that I have known you, I learned that your determination and wit will carry you farther than you could ever imagine in life. And to think that I have the privilege of growing alongside you for the next 4 years is truly an honor. I would like to thank my parents, Jason and Belinda, for illustrating to me, through both actions and words, what it means to love unconditionally. The countless sacrifices you have made that allow me to stand on this stage today do not go unnoticed. To my sister, Isabel, thank you for being my person. You have dropped everything at the expense of helping me, and it will not be forgotten, nor could anyone ever replace you. To my leadership class, Ohana, there are many more of you that have impacted me deeply, and I wish I had time to thank each of you individually before we part ways. I have spent so much time anticipating the end, but now that it has finally arrived, it is with a solemn heart that I say goodbye to 77 of the most impactful people in my life. It is difficult to be content knowing that in just 3 short months, for the first time in 15 years, I will walk new hallways full of new faces. While reflecting on my years at Metro and the knowledge I have obtained, I came to the realization that there is one thing I never mastered: being content. Contentment is a state of satisfaction and inner peace. I think I speak for most of us when I say the end of senior year was anything but peaceful. It was chaotic and stressful, but most of all, it bonded us in a way unimaginable to our freshman selves. During this time, I found myself going through the motions and growing numb to both my surroundings and my relationships. Important moments continued to slip through my fingers, and it seemed as though I was watching my life through a window. My relationships began to feel like a tedious checklist, and how could I expect to be left satisfied by doing so? I thought that creating this list would allow me to be filled, but the truth is that I lost sight of the most important relationship of all, with the one who created me. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, do not live to complete the next thing on your checklist or to seek the approval from others. Instead, live your life in the pursuit of a relationship with God, because ultimately you are living for an audience of one, not of many. When you accept this fact, you will be able to live in true freedom, knowing that His love for you is far greater and far more valuable than any academic or athletic validation you could ever receive. And let me tell you this: you will never experience true contentment if you do not first form a relationship with Jesus Christ. Do not allow anything on your checklist to rise above this relationship. And as the end approaches, I wish I could live through every memory again one more time before we graduate. Unfortunately, this is where our path together stops and a new one begins. I find myself struggling to be content given this circumstance, but as C.S. Lewis once said, there are far, far better things ahead than any we could leave behind. I encourage you all to be excited for the future, but do not allow it to take you away from the present. Although it is difficult to leave behind the memories we have made, there are a million more waiting for us ahead. So for now, we must learn to be content with this reality, or else we may allow our last moments together to slip away. Thank you, and congratulations to my fellow graduates of the class of 2023.
Thank you, Gabby. At this time, please welcome our head of school, Dr. Keith Currivan, and TCEC board chair, Mr. Greg Grunwald. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce to you the class of 2023 of Metro Christian Academy.
Daisy Marie Akers. Daisy plans to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall and major in psychology pre-law and minor in business. She would like to thank her parents and friends for always supporting her and preparing her for the next steps in life, and God for His faithfulness, guidance, and provision. Graduate Daisy Marie Akers. Jonathan Elsner Anderson. Jack plans to play soccer for NSU and have a major in physical education. Jack would like to thank his family for being there for him and supporting him. Graduate Jonathan Elsner Anderson. Maya Noel Anderson. Maya plans to attend Oklahoma Baptist University in the fall and major in allied health and exercise science while playing collegiate soccer. She would like to thank God for always making her path straight, her parents for always supporting her, and her brothers and friends for being her shoulder to lean on. Graduate Maya Noel Anderson. Bo Colin Aspenson. Bo plans to attend the University of Tulsa and major in biology and pre-med. He would love to thank his family for the support and Jesus for his unconditional love and deep relationship. Graduate Bo Colin Aspenson. Adam Asher Bailey. Adam will attend UCO in the fall and major in graphic design with a music minor. He would like to thank his friends and family for supporting him. He would also like to thank Mr. T and Mr. Davison for helping him grow in his music journey. Graduate Adam Asher Bailey. Rebecca May Ball. Becca plans to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall and plans to major in applied exercise science. She would like to thank her family for always supporting her and God for always being a constant in her life. Graduate Rebecca May Ball. Hudson Ray Byer. Hudson would like to attend and continue his college career at Northumbria University in Newcastle, England, and study international business. He would like to thank his parents for supporting him. Graduate Hudson Ray Byer. William Raleigh Bierman. Will plans to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall. He would like to thank his family, friends, and Metro for making him into who he is today, and God for always being faithful. Graduate William Riley Bierman. Brody Zane Bradshaw. Brody plans to attend Kansas Wesleyan University and will continue to run cross country and track while majoring in business management. He would like to thank his family for continuing to support him through high school and God for always shining through. Brody also wants to thank his family for sticking by his side. Graduate Brody Zane Bradshaw. Michael Robert Brower. Michael plans to take a year off to focus on competitive weightlifting and continued mental health. He would like to thank Dr. Weed, Mrs. Whale, and Mrs. Nelson for being a constant source of support. He would especially like to thank Mrs. Stubblefield for being the encouraging voice who helped him persevere through finishing high school. Most of all, Michael wants to thank his family and friends who have reached out to him for loving him, pushing him to succeed, and never giving up on him. Graduate Michael Robert Brower. Haven Rose Brown. Haven plans to attend the University of Arkansas in the fall and major in biology. She would like to thank her friends for continuously leading her back to Christ. She will miss them so much next year. And her parents for taking a leap of faith and moving her to Metro. It has been such an impactful experience. Woo Pig Suey. Graduate Haven Rose Brown. Addison Page Butter. Addie plans to attend the University of Oklahoma in the fall and major in pre-nursing as well as minoring in business. She would like to thank her family for their never-ending love and support, her friends for always keeping a smile on her face, and the Lord for always undeniably having his hand in her life, leading her the entire way. Graduate Addison Page Butter. William Taggart Campbell. Tag plans on attending Northeastern State University in the fall, where he will play football and study education. Tag would like to thank his mom, dad, little brother Jake, and all his friends for the constant support. Graduate William Taggart Campbell. Rowan Preston Carter. Rowan plans on going to TCC after graduation. He thanks his parents for always sticking with him throughout his life and believing in him, as well as his friends for the fun memories while at school. Graduate Rowan Preston Carter. Liana Gabrielle Cavanaugh. Liana plans to attend college in the fall, majoring in international relations and minoring in political science. She would like to thank her parents for supporting her in this new season, her classmates for making her first and final year so special, and God for bringing her such amazing friends. Graduate Liana Gabrielle Kavanaugh. Emma Elizabeth Compton. Emma plans to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall and major in biosystems engineering. She is forever grateful for her family for always pushing her to do her best and her friends for always being there for her. Go Pokes, graduate Emma Elizabeth Compton. Brady Ray Cox. Brady plans to play college baseball and is currently undecided on what school and plans to major in business. He would like to thank his friends and family for the special memories he has made at his time at Metro Christian over the last 4 years. Graduate Brady Ray Cox. Carson Wayne Cup. Carson plans to attend TCC and major in finance. He would like to thank his parents and friends for encouraging him throughout high school. He would also like to thank the Metro community for always being there for him. Graduate Carson Wayne Cup. Samuel Lane Cup. Sam plans to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall and major in environmental sciences and agricultural business. He would like to thank his parents and friends for always being there for him. Graduate Samuel Lane Cup. Mario Darrington. Mario plans to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall and will major in business. He would like to thank his parents, friends, and God for always being with him every step of the way. Graduate Mario Darrington. Colton Ryan Davidson. Cole plans on attending Tulsa Welding School with a career in the pipeline industry. He would like to give a shout out to Mason for being the best friend ever and his mom for being amazing. Graduate Colton Ryan Davidson. Chloe Elizabeth Dilley. Chloe plans to attend ORU in the fall and major in either elementary education or counseling. She would like to thank her friends who have encouraged her in her walk with Jesus, a huge thanks to her family who have cheered her on in everything she has done and are always there for her, and Chloe would like to thank Jesus for being faithful and bringing her hope. Graduate Chloe Elizabeth Dilley. Ireland Blythe Donovan. Ireland will be attending Oral Roberts University in the fall. She would like to thank her family for always encouraging her to dream big and her friends for always making her smile. Graduate Ireland Blythe Donovan. Gabriel Owen Doremus. Gabe plans to attend Missouri S&T in the fall and major in mechanical engineering. He is thankful for his parents' and brothers' support. Finally, he would like to thank Google and Quizlet for being there, or we would not be here today. Graduate Gabriel Owen Doremus. Richard Ben Drake. Ben plans to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall and major in business. He would like to thank his parents and friends for always supporting him and God for always being faithful. Graduate Richard Benjamin Drake. Macy Evan Ellis.